So, I got to thinking again. This is your King of Kings, Blake Cushing, speaking with you from the ever glorious Skid Road in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So, I was talking to God and telling him about this stuff, and I forgot to mention some things. Besides the point that he doesn't exist, and history is seen as a bad investment of energies to study and learn from, and it's a good thing that there's not an ounce of wisdom on the planet, as predicted in Scripture, to be happening somewhere in around the last days. And we have the water handy to hand and everything, and the sun and the moon are no longer needed for light. And we have worldwide communications called the internet, which is also predicted. But the thing we don't have, well, you see, it's not over yet. You see, all kinds of these kids, I don't really know how many, but they're all afraid, you see. They want to hide their history. They want to especially hide their own doings in history from any kind of propinquous perusal. They're so ashamed that they're willing to kill all life on this planet rather than have their simple little gory, disgusting secrets revealed. And we can't move forward as a corporate whole without all our pieces fitting together. And right now, there's construction firms building resistance to the truth in every domain that mankind inhabits. Well, mostly anyway. Some of them anyway. Some of the domains are just ruined. There's no free will, no free thought, no free origination allowed. Just worship the dork of the donkey. Worship Baal, the god of lies. A lot of that going on too. You see, it's more convenient to worship lies than the truth, Lord. Why didn't you tell me this? Truth is hard work. Like, you gotta be willing to admit you're wrong when you are, and willing to stand up for yourself when you know something's right too. And most people aren't willing to do that. Most folk are lazy. Like I still am, really. I don't like doing the same thing twice. I do not really relish learning the same things twice over and over and over again, as Bobby Dylan suggests. I would rather learn them once and learn them well. Anyway, we have the next 1,000 years before us, but we can't move anywhere because we're stuck resisting the reality of our past. And, maybe you could send me some better kind of dynamite I could plant it between their ears and maybe crack open a skull or two, a half an inch, maybe let some light in. You feel safer in the darkness. What do you call that when somebody feels safer in the darkness than in the light? There's a name for it. What is a name for folks who like to hide and sneak and steal blood? I'm getting old, Lord. It begins with a V, I think, or an N type. No. Anyway, there's some twisted thing, perverted thing that folks are insisting on turning themselves into. Like, I'm jumping up and down screaming, but they pay no attention. They shut me up. Bandy, cut my head off. We can't be having any truth around here. Go fuck yourself, boy. Who are you anyway? You got a big mouth. That's what I get in the heart, But I'm not complaining. All I'm saying is that, if we could have all that dynamite once, the allegorical kind I could stick between their ears, that'd be real helpful, because right now, there's no getting through to them. They're insistently stupid and bragging about it, and they're boring as fuck. You wouldn't believe it. You created these dimwits for company. Good luck. Good fucking luck. You might want to reconsider that. They're not too much fun company right now. They all take themselves so seriously. It's making all our pure-hearted spirits gag and cry in frustration. And I'm supposed to be the guy that fixes this. And I'd like a little more help from you too. I really would. But the kicker is, it's always the little guys, the ones with nothing to fight with or offer, that yell mouth off the most. Can we have a little wisdom? Sneak in the back door somehow. If you're ever listening to prayers, can you listen to this one, please? This is from your king, remember? You give me everything else I didn't even ask for. Can you give me this too?